I would like to deliver my speech in 3, 2, 1. There are many cases of pedophilia in the world, especially in Indonesia. Pedophilia is a psychiatric disorder in which an adult or other adolescent experience as primary or exclusive sexual attraction to children. This is actually not a crime. This is a human disorder. And then when someone feels something different about their life, something different about their body, and something different about their sexual attractions, because they have another attraction than normal life. They have attractions to children. And then in this time right now, a pedophile is not only a disorder, but this become a dangerous because they do a abusive act to the children. Some of pedophiles do a sexual harassment to their victim, and this act showing up immoral norms from the offender to the kids, and this act actually should not happen. And then to the victim, this can get to the economic effect, like they do a healing process and they do the psycholog consultation, and it doesn't take a small amount of money. And after that, to the social life, the victim can get ashamed to other, can get they can be in trouble because they shame to meet other. And then in a short-term way, this case can impactful to the children's life, and a long-term effect, and this can be impactful to the children's future because they tend to have a traumatic of this sexual harassment. And then to the pedophile offender, this is really important when there is no right solution to solve this problem, but the case of pedophile always increase year by year. This is really dangerous in Indonesia and children generation. Penalty death execution of an offender sentenced to death after conviction by a court of law of a criminal offense, and penalty death used for a superior case, and then this pedophile is a part of that. The massive of case in our country and the effect of the children change their physically and their mentality, and then actually we prepare the next generation to live in Indonesia, to live in the world safely, and to live a normal life, and to improve and develop their skill. But this traumatic impact can change everything, can change their whole life. And then the very dangerous effect that it can cause the deaths. But this narrative better to give a pedophile a death penalty than castration. Castration is an act to make pedophile decrease of sexuality feeling and make dysfunction of genital, but the effect is not forever. They can repeat the crime. Take for instance, in 1999, when Damon get castration punishment, and after that, this guy repeating the crime again to the woman, and then this guy killed the woman, and this is really bad. So I have some argument that will support my idea. The first argument, penalty death should give to the pedophile because of the number of cases increased by period, year by year. By the data of a common PPPA data from 2019, there was 6,500 cases, and then until 2020, there were almost 70,000 cases, and the number of cases really higher than before. It shows that there are many cases in Indonesia. And then this is it shows that the impact to give a deterrent effect to the offender, and then the case actually should decrease, not increase. And then the castration chemistry actually has been regulated by our government in the government regulation number 70 in the year of 2020. The castration chemistry is the weak punishment. We see by the data there are increasing case year by year, and then this punishment really weak. So the government actually should change it into the higher punishment, like they should do a penalty death. The government should show government firmness, and then should show a condemning about this action through penalty death. And then the second argument, pedophile is a disorder that tends to crime while children get abused. And then I take from suara.com article, like there was a pedophile victim the girl from Padang death because of this case, and then this girl illness after they do a after done by a pedophile, and then after that this girl death, and then it shows that this is a really dangerous, and then the pedophile cannot control their desire, pedophile abusing the child, and then they tend to do a crime for many children, not only in one children, and then they tend to do this in over time, and then a castration is not enough. By the data, the castration chemistry should erase for punishment, and penalty that were to give this impactful to the children. They get a sexual harassment when they actually that the children should grow up with love. So in the children they should face this problem and then affect to entire life. And then my last argument, this can get big effect to the children. This can cause a physically change and a traumatic effect physically change because of the broken from the pedophile act, and then the traumatic effect to the social life, so they become really shame to other, and then they tend to a sexual deviation. This is the big problem too, and then the decreasingly of mentality, and then this problem really hard. This problem is a big problem in Indonesia. So the penalty death is the best way, the solution to make this case decreasing than before. And then through this argument that I have said, I stand with my arguments. Thank you.